Welcome back, High Floor Heroes. This is Chad, and this is the High Floor Fantasy Show. Follow me on all the socials you see on the screen there. Like, comment, subscribe, click on that notification bell. Please do me a favor and don't smash anything. I abhor violence, so please just click it. When you're done here, head over to Patreon and support the show. I'd really appreciate that. You get more audio, more video, and you get printable PDFs of all the floor rating stuff that I talk about here. Okay, going to have a look at our top 10 quarterbacks after week 4. All right, not really a surprise. Patrick Mahomes coming in with a floor rating of 100. Over 32 points per game, over 128 total points, floor of over 27 points, which he established in week 3. Ceiling of almost 37 points, which he established in week 1. Standard deviation of 4.72, which makes him he makes him very consistent. That's below average. Remember, with standard deviation, which is consistency, below average is a good thing. Not much to say. Patrick Mahomes at number 1 with a floor rating of 100. Number 2, Kyler Murray, Arizona, floor rating of 92.97. Over 31 points per game. Almost 125 total points, floor of almost 23 points, which he established in week 3, ceiling of nearly 40 points, which he established in week 2. He is, however, in the yellow on the standard deviation with a standard deviation of 8.34, making him a bit less consistent, but still, he's number 2, floor rating of 92.97. Number 3, Jalen Hurts, Philadelphia. Where did this come from? Floor rating of 87.89. I guess everybody was right about him. I wasn't on that bandwagon there. Over 28 points per game, almost 113 total points. Floor of not quite 24 points, which he established in week 2. Ceiling of just over 32 points, which he established in week 4. Very consistent with a standard deviation of 4.13. That makes him the most consistent, out of the top 10. 4.13 standard deviation. I mean, this is a great player. Jalen Hurts, Philadelphia, floor rating of 87.89. Who knew? Okay, here's another great success story. And I actually was on Sam Darnold about maybe 2 weeks ago, or maybe a week ago. But see, the floor rating thing helped me identify that he was performing much more consistently and much better floor, higher scoring than Tannehill. I guess you say it's not rocket surgery, but see, this is putting it into an actual number that you can use. But Sam Darnold, man, I can't keep saying it's a surprise now. He's at number 4 after 4 weeks. I mean, we're nearly a quarter of the way through the season. So let's see. Over 27 points per game. Over 110 total points, a floor of almost 23 points, which he established in week 2, ceiling of almost 37 points, which he established in week 4. Very consistent. He's in the green there with a standard deviation of 6.42. Sam Darnold, floor rating of 84.72 after a month. Can't keep saying it's a surprise, can we? Number 5, Daniel Jones. New York Giants, floor rating of 80.96. You're going to see something interesting in the numbers here in the floor rating in just a second. Daniel Jones, over 26 points per game, over 107 points year to date. Floor of over 19 fantasy points, which he established in week 3. Ceiling of almost 32 points, which he established in week 2. Standard deviation of 6.12. Where am I? I get lost on my little phone here. 6.12, very consistent. Daniel Jones, New York Giants, floor rating of 80.96. Number 6, Matthew Stafford. He was one of my guys. Only mistake I made in hyping up that offense was picking Robert Woods, Bobby Trees over Cooper Kupp. I just picked wrong. But I'm not getting rid of Robert Woods yet. I think there's still going to be a really great offense. Matthew Stafford, floor rating of 80.48. Over 26 points per game, over 105 total points, over 20 points for a floor, which he established in week 2, over 33 points, ceiling, which he established in week 3, Very consistent, 5.43 standard deviation. Matt Stafford coming in at number 6. That's one of my guys right there. Number 7, here's a name that you expect to see in the top 10. That's Lamar Jackson, floor rating of 79.99. Excuse me. So I did say you're going to see something interesting in the numbers. Look at the last 3 or 4 guys. Look at how tightly they cluster together, right? There's not so much of a talent drop-off or a consistency drop-off or a scoring ability drop-off in this top 10. Now, wait till you see the running backs. It's going to be, you're going to see how quickly it falls off. And this is just, again, evidence as why you should wait on quarterback. I mean, I waited on Sam Darnold. I got him in the teens, man. You know, he was like a number 3, but now he's starting in my Superflex league. So, okay, Lamar Jackson, over 26 points per game, almost 105 total points, floor of over 22 points, which he established in week 1, ceiling of not quite 37 points, which he established in week 2. He's in the yellow on the standard deviation, meaning he's a little less consistent with a standard deviation of 6.98. That's Lamar Jackson. You know, run first offense. I don't have this stat in front of me, but I believe he might be the number 1 running back on the team. I'd have to double check on that. 79.99, Lamar Jackson, number 7. Number 8, Father Time, Tom Brady, Tampa Bay, floor rating of 79.51. Over 28 points per game, over 113 points year to date. Floor not quite 14. That's a pretty low floor. That's the lowest floor of the top 10 for sure. He established that in week 4. Ceiling of over 33 points, which he established in week 2. Okay, yep, and here's the deal. He is the highest so far standard deviation. He's in the orange category there, 9.69 standard deviation. So, yeah, you see that floor being that low, 13 point, well, I can't say it exactly, but not quite 14, and then a ceiling of over 33. You know, that's the consistency thing, but his total and his total and the ceiling number there and the average keep him in the top 10, although he is less consistent. At number 8, Tom Brady, 79.51. Stammering through this thing here. All right, number 9, Josh Allen, Buffalo. This is another name you expect to see in the top 10. He was number 1 after last year. Josh Allen, let's see, floor rating 76.74, over 26 points per game, over 104 points total, floor of over 19 points, which he established in week 2. He has the highest ceiling of any quarterback so far, over 40 points, which he established in week 2, but that makes him higher standard deviation. As a matter of fact, the highest of the top 10 with a standard deviation of 9.9. It's inconsistent, but it still shoots the lights out when your ceiling is that high, over 40 points. All right, number 9, Josh Allen, Buffalo, 76.74. Okay, wrapping it up. Number 10, Russell Wilson, let Russ cook, Seattle there, floor rating of 76.73. Over 24 points per game, over 99 total points year to date, floor of over 19 points, almost 20 points, which he established in week 3, ceiling of almost 30 points, which he established in week 1. Good standard deviation, 4.25, making him very consistent. Let Russ cook. Russell Wilson, Seattle, floor rating of 76.73. Okay, well, that's going to do it for the quarterbacks. Follow me on the socials you see there. Like, comment, subscribe. Click on that notification bell. Please don't smash anything. I abhor violence. So, and again, when you're done here, head over to Patreon and support the channel. You get more audio, more video, and you get printable PDFs of the floor rating info that I cover here. Really appreciate it. Until next time.